Hey y'all, I'm back with another process video for the Hip Kit Club for November 2016 using the December documented kits. And I'm starting with picking out my photos. And this spread is going to be in my documented or my December documented album. I'm going to do pages 1 and 2, and then I'm also going to go back and do the cover page here in a second. So I've chosen 2 exclusive 3x4 cards along with one 4x6 that's cut down to size from the exclusive pattern paper. And then I'm going to use one of the numbers from our pack in the kit to just note that it is day 1. And then the little phrases that are cut apart sitting right on my desk right there, I will cut quite a bit of those out and use them in my spreads today. So first I'm just going to adhere my photos down, and then I'm going to simply embellish just like I normally do. And right now I'm just kind of looking at what's going to work. And I'm probably not going to be able to talk enough about these because I love them so much, and they work so well with like this what I with my life, like, if that makes sense. So there was one that said Starbucks, and then there was one that said like need coffee, and there was one that said pajamas. And the first day it was coffee, and I got in my daughter's pajamas in the mail. And then I got a Secret Santa gift, which is one of the things which is the other picture that has the cow. It was actually the Chick-fil-A calendar with the it's like a little act. It's like a card that you can use, and it's good for a year, and you get something like free every month. And so my Secret Santa purchased that for me, and I was really excited about it. And plus the calendar is hilarious. I don't know if you guys have seen that, but if you haven't, check it out. It's a really cute little gift. But anyway, so I'm done with that spread. I did add a puffy sticker from the Pink Fresh line, Oh Joy. And then right now I'm just kind of getting together my photos, and I'm going to place my, okay, so the top photo that has the tags that I made, I did cut that down to probably like close to 3x3, and I ended up adhering it down. And then the photo next to it, I just went ahead and left it approximately 3x4, and I'm just going to add something right on top. And then the bottom photo, I adhered it right to the 4x6 photo. I also used a second or two or whatever to note that it's the second day. And I'm going to try really hard this year to stick to day 1 and day 2 stays on like their separate pages. So day 1 has its own page. Day 2 is the back side of that. And then 3, 4, so on. And so I'm going to try to do that, and then just add inserts where they're needed, because I don't want the album to be like too crazy thick, and I also just want it to be kind of simple, because I mean, there's going to be some days where I have way more photos, and I'm just going to have to like use a pocket page that has more pockets. But um, anyway, if that makes sense. I cut up a card that had all different things written on it, like happiness and traditions and stuff like that. And I really love the way that that turned out. I popped them up. Oh, I'm sorry. It says happiness, hot cocoa, and mittens. And then I used the puffy sticker that said traditions. And so I really loved the way that that turned out. And I'm just simply adding a few more things to the top part of the spread. And then I'm going to move on to my cover. So at this point, I think I'm thinking I want to add something clear over the tags, because really at the tag, I took a picture of a tag that I made, and I think I was just noting that I was being creative that day, but it's not like important to see the whole thing. So I was thinking about putting something just like right over it, but I decided I didn't want to do that. So I went ahead and moved on. Now I'm cutting down one of our exclusive papers from the kit, and I'm cutting it down to about 6x8, I believe. And I had this idea that we got these little mini palms in our kit, and I had this idea to like add them all in the pocket and then fuse it together, but I actually decided not to do that. You guys will see what I end up doing here in a second, and you probably trying to think if I've if my sneak peek shows that or not. I don't think it does. It might though. So at this point, I'm just adhering, using both of the alphas. One from the main kit. One pack is from the main kit. The other pack is from the um, December documented kit. Why am I having such a hard time talking and thinking today? But anyway, so one is from the main kit. I think those are the pink ones. And then the Oh Joy collection that are from Pink Fresh Studio, which I think Pink Fresh Studio manufactured both. They are from the December documented kit. I also use thickers, and I believe those came in our embellishment kit, if I'm not mistaken, and for November 2016. And I think that's pretty much all. The only two things I use from other kits. Everything else I used from the December documented kit. I'm pretty sure. So I had this idea to just make those little ornaments, and I absolutely love the way that turned out. But I went through thinking I was going to add more in the middle, but I was like really worried that I was going to mess it up or that it was going to like just become too busy. Looking at it like that, I mean, it looks fine, but like in person, for some reason, I couldn't make it work the way that I wanted to. So I just left it like that, and you guys get the point. I don't really have to. I don't think I have to like add more or make it look perfect in order for it to look like a tree with ornaments. I think it makes sense that that's what that is. So at this point, I'm kind of looking for something else, but I realize that adding more things to this spread kind of takes away from like the simpleness that I was going for, or the simplicity, I guess, that I was going for. And so I decided to just leave it as is. And then what I did was on the back side, I was going to add the rest of the pom-poms. And then I decided, no, I don't want to do that. I'm just going to do 2 snowflakes and then add the sequins. Okay, so this is where I get I have a little bit of a dumb moment. I ended up actually sewing those snowflakes down. So the other side of the spread showed like the bad side of the sewing, and anyway, it kind of looks like I did it on purpose, and I ended up really liking it. But that was not done on purpose, by the way. That was like a total accident. I realized, oh my gosh, I'm sewing, and it's like going through onto the other page. Why did I do that? But then I turned it over, and it looked just fine. It wasn't that big of a deal. So I really loved the shaker element, and I hope you guys love it too. So let me know if you have any questions. And here's some final photos. I hope you guys have a great weekend.